Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 Part 56. In the previous video, we tried to fight the Centaur Magic Knight and today's not the day for that. Tomorrow maybe? I don't know. Instead, we decided to just progress the main story for a little bit, go to Ordis, where we have arrived. Heimdall Military Police! So they really have moved into Ordis. Not surprising that my dad here. They're probably stationed at the other entrances to the city as well. Seems we got our work cut out for us then. How's your acting, Rain? We're about to find out, I guess. We've got to be careful. Ash, Marcus, you should probably disguise yourselves, just in case. Okay, but... you guys are nuts. Is Marcus' disguise just taking off his glasses that he's not wearing? Hold it right there. What business do you have in Ordis? I mean, you're the fucking Heimdall Military Police. What business do you have in Ordis? I don't get too much foot traffic these days. Let's see your papers. Wait, we seriously need IDs to get in? No way, we walked all the way here from Raquel and everything. Train schedule's all messed up too. Oh, that's not gonna make it going home to get papers any easier. Damn, I just wanted to look one look at the famous port city before I got shipped off to the front lines. Oh, you boys are soldiers. I thought I heard something about the recruits getting a couple of days of pre-deployment leave. Yeah, man, and we're on our last one. You're certainly not gonna turn us around and make us walk all the way back, are you? It really is a shame. I thought Ordis would have been a perfect place for one last romantic memory with my fiance before he went off to war. Aren't you like 16? Yeah, okay, yeah, we don't like care about that in Erebonia. Hey. Alright, we'll make an exception just this once. For real? For real, we got our orders from Governor Regnant himself. He wants us to give our full cooperation to our brave new recruits fighting for the Empire. Who knows, maybe a little R&R is just what you need to refresh yourself for the battles to come. I hope so. Thank you, we really appreciate it. We owe you big time. Sure would suck if those guys are terrorists and plan to overthrow the government or something. Man, we'd really have egg on our face. Who are we kidding? We don't want to overthrow the government. We're just going to put the Emperor back on the throne and then he can do absolutely fuck all to prevent the next major crisis. Is that what military ships look like in Zemuria? Because they look lame as hell, if I'm being honest.
Back home at last.
It's our first time back here since our field exercises. In any case, the infiltration was a success. Yeah, I got a hand to you guys this time. Not bad, Schwarzer, Armbrust, Regnant Sue. I did carry out some infiltration tasks back when I was taking orders from the Imperial government. Yeah, around that time you helped get all the sensitive data of everyone in Crawlspell. My professional duties as an inspector do occasionally include infiltration operations. See, the problem, Maki, is for you to need to, like, wear a disguise would mean anybody actually remembers you in the first place or would, like, recognize you because you're, like, important. Wow, Musa, you got a real knack for this kind of business, huh? Well, when you've got a gift, I guess. I mean, Crow, we at least can have to buy, because, I mean, he pretended to be a spy for a couple years. Seems like things have changed quite a bit since we were last year. Let's start by surveying the city and picking up any info we can on the Captive Thor's personnel and VIP. You've got it. You know, I'm so apprehensive about being assigned here given Ordis' noble faction connection and all. The governor carries the full burden of it all, from acting as a bridge to the nobles to coming up with political measures. When I think about what he's going through, it makes me think that I've got to step it up with my own job. Yeah, if I just stand here, even better. That'll show him. I wasn't thrilled with being assigned to Ordis, so when I think of what Governor Regnant is going through, I feel like I gotta do what I can. Why would you not want to be in Ordis? Like, Heimdall's alright, but it's fucking Heimdall. Look at this. I mean, if your job is standing around and never moving, I would much rather stand around here than in Heimdall. I mean, of course, looking at the ocean would get kind of boring after a while, because, I mean, it's just the water. I've seen, you know, once you've seen one body of water, you've kind of seen them all, but they decided to turn Riviera Court into another conscription office. People have loved that place for decades, not to mention the employees. This is just a shame. The government's word is absolute, and I never waver from it, but this one is a little hard to take, that's all. Employees who used to work there must be really struggling now. In the end, though, following orders is the only road I've got. Still, it does make you wonder if there aren't better ways to go about things. Ordis has historically been ruled by the Cayenne family, one of the 4 great houses. Even so, while they may have received orders from the Imperial government, taking control in such a manner seems a little impotent. I will say, though, thankfully that the governor certainly has his wits about him. But the Imperial Defense Force has been seen repeatedly entering and exiting the mansion. That doesn't seem good. The governor seems like he's sensible enough. Still, a non-noble governing ordinance like this has never been permitted before. Finally, Ordis. I'm a merchant in a neighboring town, but I've always ordered my wares from Ordis. This railroad restriction is choking us. We've got no goods shortage, so I'm here in Ordis doing our purchases directly. All the time to be a merchant, but we have to make the best of it, I guess. I mean, you have a name. Were you in Milsante and I just don't remember you? I mean, that's like nearby, right? Or even Raquel? By the way, there's all kinds of rumors about the merchants among Riviera Court. It's a pretty famous spot. Did something terrible happen to it or what? Each family is deploying soldiers and contributing financially to the war with Calvert. They may be cooperating with the governor's orders, but I doubt they do so with any joy in their hearts. There's a feeling in the air that we are moving closer towards war. Things will only be more unstable moving forward. I do approve of the war against Calvert, however, all the nobles being swept up in a mania over it does concern me. Yeah, so you're like fine with the war as long as it like doesn't impact your local area. Well, my draft card finally came. I was hoping to do a bit of shopping to take my mind off things, but it looks like Riviera Court's in a rough spot at the moment. Ever since I started hearing rumors about Clyston Co., I've been cutting down my visits. Regardless, these prices are just too high. How can I have fun shopping if I can't even purchase the goods? Shopping's my only true love. What the heck do I do now? I don't know, die. So our naval fortress training is over. Looks like we're finally going to receive our assignments as new conscripts. Yeah, first they send our operatives into our country, and then they try and assassinate the Emperor? How stupid can a country be to mock Arabonia? We're going to teach Calvert a lesson they won't forget. Yeah, the new model too. It's not even going to be a fight. We're sure to pulverize them. Could have said it better, my man. Bunch of weasels, that's what they are. Can't wait to see the look on their faces. We were conscripted from nearby towns, and now we're all here, receiving our assignments. This is great. Teach those Calvert fools a lesson they won't forget. Use my own 2 hands. Well, you might want to use a gun. Arabonia has always possessed clear military superiority over its neighbors. The Empire reaches its full power, then Calvert won't last a second, I reckon.
That's Riviera Court, right?
Yeah. Ferris is the manager there.
I bet things get quite hectic for her.
Welcome, welcome. You here for some ice cream? Used to run a food cart in the summer. Wanted my ice cream to bring smiles to people's faces. That's what got me started. Pick up a scoop of your spirits, don't you agree? You know, I think this is the same ice cream we had when we were here for our field exercises. And I'll never forget your gentle gaze then, instructor. Here we go again. Why don't you take the opportunity to treat me to a cone? Excellent suggestion, ass. I'll be sure to give it some real consideration. I heard that I thought this was going to be kind of a somber moment about, you know, Milliam, and instead it's like music gets to be horny. I heard that Milliam ordered 5 scoops here once. I wouldn't mind trying some. Today's a scorcher, so you must simply try some frozen goodness to cool down. Each and every flavor is an absolute delight. Your face will be frozen in smiles. Bittersweet. They're pretty good. Pretty good. But, oh no. Oh no. Have we actually missed a recipe, or is it just also in this town? Who's the ice cream lord? Come on. It's gotta be Emma, right? You haven't been good at anything else?
Let's begin. This looks really good. Not bad.
You have let me down? So perish. I mean, you think it's... I mean, Elliot could be an ice cream lord, but you already have a special dish so far.
I got this in the bag. It's perfect. Look.
Why do you do this to me? I don't really know. I wish there was a better, like, I don't know. I wish this was, like, less tedious. I don't really know how you would change it. Because, I mean, I get what they're going for. They don't want you to, like just instantly know which character
I hope it turns out well.
has the specialty, I guess, but...
Oh, this look.
We did Yuna. I mean, is it really
Let's
the
give this a
monster?
try.
That, or we just got really unlucky with Emma?
I'm quite proud of this.
Oh, it accelerates. That's interesting. I don't really want 6 of them, but... I will make like 2.
Let's give this a try. Perfectly. I'm quite proud of this.
Oh, you can only have 1 anyway? That kind of makes sense. I do approve of the war against Calvert. Okay, I already talked to you. What's going on? Looks like everything's being packed up for some reason. They're closing up shop or something? Oh, it's skinny Margarita. Oh, everyone! Green and everyone else, I'm so happy we're able to see each other again. Vincent and her behavior's a little too friendly. Who is she? Oh, they don't recognize her? Wait, hold on a second. I feel like I've seen her before.
In addition to Schwarzer, it is a most fortuitous blessing to see you among us once more.
He said the word. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to face you after everything I've done and all. Lady Mildine, or would you prefer Muse instead? Muse is indeed preferable, thank you. Good to see you, Vincent. And, Margarita? You forgot my name? That's so mean, Reen. Well, it's certainly been a while, everyone. Yeah, I mean, who would ever forget her name? What? It's not that we forgot your name, Margarita. You just, look really different now. I didn't recognize you at first. It's perfectly understandable to be caught a little off guard. I'm not quite used to it myself, and we're, dating, I suppose. Oh, isn't he cute how embarrassed he gets? Damn, is this really happening? That's so great. Congratulations, you two. You sure emphasized, I suppose. Vincent was always hiding from Margarita back when we were all students. It's been quite a journey, but it looks like their relationship is progressing nicely. In any case, I've been speaking with some of the other alumni, and I'm hearing some significant chatter. We've much to discuss, your reason for coming to Ordis, for example. But our hands are full for the moment. Riviera Court has no future whatsoever if that certain something isn't found. What happened? What's going on with Ferris is worrying, but it looks like the issue here is more pressing. Yes, explaining the specifics could take hours. Basically, Riviera Court's been commandeered by the army, right? That's correct. The notice from the Imperial Army arrived about a week ago. In order to vacate the premises so they can turn it into a conscription office. We had to scramble to find a new location. Somehow we managed to borrow an office from the Harbor Union. Going into overdrive preparing for the move, but the permit for opening the new location could not be found today, the very day we were to move. If we don't have that in hand, then we cannot operate even if we make the move physically. Every last employee is running around trying to find it. Damn, talk about stressful. No wonder y'all look so down in the dumps. The notable locations in the store have been searched down to every last corner, but despite our thoroughness, we still haven't found it. Not as though I enjoy entertaining, but it's possible that the permit was stolen. If that's true, the situation is grave indeed. I wonder who could have stolen it. By the way, wasn't the manager of the store? Yes, my sister Ferris was once the manager. After the incident in Heimdall, she disappeared without a trace. There hasn't even been word as to whether she's alive or not. I've taken over management in her absence. Well, this is Ferris we're talking about. I'm sure she's fine. My thanks, Schwarzer. I choose to believe that as well. But for now, we need to find that permit. If we do not find it, Riviera Court will be finished. Our clientele, Ferris, how could I face them if that happened? I couldn't live with myself. Yes, we simply must find it. They could probably use our help too. Well, see ya. Vincent, we could help you out if you like. What do you think? That's right, as a fellow alumni of Thor's, we can't just ignore this. It ended up like this after all. You busybodies sure like sticking your nose into other people's business, huh? I don't know what to say. And don't say anything. We'll take a little look around the place. Let's help you search your permit, and maybe we'll pick up some intel on what's going on while we're at it. Thank you all so much. That really means a lot to us. It'd be great if you take a quick look around the premises for Ken and you all. So, anyway, you working with Vincent? But of course, and not just right now, the two of us have spending a lot of time together. Even outside the fair situation, any member of a family as esteemed as the Florides face no shortage of challenges. I wanted to be his dedicated nutritionist, but his dietary concerns off his plate. To take his dietary concerns off his plate, but alas, Vincent refused. It's a shame, holding on to a secret spice that was guaranteed to deepen our love. Yeah, shame. That miracle seasoning must be behind her transformation too. I mean, I guess maybe, I don't know. I've arranged to have the packages sent to the store's new location in the Harbor District checked, but given that I've yet to receive any word, it would seem the permit has yet to be found. This simply will not do. Our fellow houses deserve better. Ah yes, Riviera Court is co-owned by several noble families, is it not? Indeed, or rather it was. At the moment, House Floride has been granted full authority in the hopes that we may right the ship, managerially speaking. It's not actually a ship, it's a store, as you may have noticed. I don't know if anyone else is intelligent as Vincent Floride to be able to figure that out. It's no easy task, I assure you. Nevertheless, something must be done. As much as I'm loath to rob you of your time with those individuals, may I trust that I'll have your assistance in this matter? Not sure what he means by those individuals, but yeah, sure. We'll do all that I can from here. I eagerly await your team's findings, Schwarzer. I think the staff must be all tired. If this continues, people are going to start collapsing of exhaustion. Maybe I'll prepare a special dish to relieve their fatigue. Should we make... I guess we should make a couple peculiars. That's why I'm thinking about it. And we actually have some ingredients for once. You know what, guys? Mail me some
give it a try.
garbage.
It was the wind's fault.
That seems really bad. But... yeah, that didn't seem good. I mean, maybe you have like maybe if you have death blow resistance by default, but
Please eat it all, even if it's not good. Bon appetit!
you're not supposed to make anything good, Muse.
Oopsie, I messed up.
Oh, you see, Muse, she's so good she can't even be good at being bad.
What a pain. The hell's this?
Okay, that's actually really good. That's like really, really good. The register, huh? There really was a thief. I imagine they'd head straight for the mirror. Let me take a look. Crow examined the register lock. Don't like anybody forced it open or anything. You sure perked up once you got your hands on the register, huh, Crow? Can't place it, but there's something different about you today. Ah, it's no big deal, alright? It's the first time I've done something like this since I was at Thor's. Feels like a little unreal, that's all. We've packed up the inventory chart that was in this counter, and it looks like everything's been wiped down. Excellent. I just keep finding more and more things I was supposed to pack. Doing a final check to make sure it's all here right now. To be honest with you, these endless all-nighters have turned my brain into mush. Hereford is coming into work for me, so I've got to make sure that I at least take care of my own bit. We recently finished replacing the banner outside, so we've almost finished preparing to move to the new location, but with all these procedures to go through, combined with contacting our customers, things have been very hectic lately. The thought of leaving all this history behind is sad, but we've been so slammed with work that I haven't even had the time to reminisce. Everything's changing in preparation for the war. It's a brutal time we're living in, my friends. Time is ticking down, but we still have so much to do before the move. Hate to ask, but you could please help out with the permit? I'm begging you. I put the permit inside the cabinet along with some other important documents. It was still there until last night, I'm sure of it. And I checked this morning, both the permit and the relocation notice were gone. So, you lost your relocation notice too. Damn, it's real messy, ain't it? Then went for the letter. Well, the only party I can imagine doing this is Kleist & Co. And here I was thinking of our rivalry as a fun, healthy one. Why would they do something that would clearly cause them to be hated? I think it's a little premature to jump to conclusions like that since we don't have enough evidence. Oh, really, Muse? You didn't instantly solve the crime as soon as we walked in the building? There's a lot here that bothers me. Let's keep searching. Why choose us rather than Kleist Mall? It's about noble faction status. We still got the issue with the permit to worry about. We don't need someone trying to pull one over on us as well. Oh, I was like, I can't investigate, but I wasn't seeing the little exclamation point. That window. But thankfully it did sneak in. It had been through the entryway or window around here. Yeah, well if they were here, they don't seem to have left any trace behind. No signs of forced entry at the door either. Someone broke in, it must have been a master thief, or there never was a burglar to begin with, right? Let's go check out some other areas. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean there was no burglary. It could have been an inside job. That's my desk where I take care of my paperwork. I'm terribly sorry for the miss. I was in a hurry this morning and everything is still splayed out on the desk. Hey, isn't this the relocation notice in the trash pile? Not the relocation notice and the permit lost together, but... Yeah, what the hell, man? You just left one out here like this? What the? Thought I sent them all in already. What happened? Actually, I realized this morning I forgot to mail some of the paperwork for the move. I removed the relocation notice from the cabinet and sent it all together. I was very rushed. It's still here then, perhaps... And maybe you screwed up which paper you're supposed to send out, yeah? That does seem to be the case, doesn't it? I have no excuse for my oversight. I'm so sorry. Why am I so diligent here, Ford? A simple mistake like this isn't like you. Did the document you mistakenly sent out was the permit, then? It's highly possible. When we looked around the store, we couldn't find any traces of a thief. The only explanation is that one of your employees made a mistake. Like what should or shouldn't have been sent out, for example. You were very thorough, weren't you? Hearing this, your theory does seem to be on the mark. Do we expect the permits to have been sent to the party the relocation notice was addressed to? Yes, the address was Lord Galton's estate in the Noble District. Let's head there immediately. Good idea. Please wait a little longer. I'm counting on you, Schwarzer. Well, I guess Muse did solve it instantly. She knew Kleist and Co. didn't actually do it. Why am I not surprised? Little less interesting. I mailed something by mistake, please help, than Kleist & Co. stole our thing to drive us out of business entirely. Each family was deploying soldiers contributing financially to the war with Calvert. Okay, why do I keep talking to you? My employer absolutely detests the idea of financially contributing to Heimdall and says I shouldn't shop at Kleist Mall. But look how Rivia Court ended up. That's simply the state of things. There's nothing I can do about it. As a maid, I need to always prepare quality meals. There's no room for complaints about where I shop, and that's my job. Outside of Kleist Mall, prices are rising everywhere, plus items are running scarce no matter where you go. As things currently stand, I simply don't have the ability to pay attention to my employer's preferences. I just wish he'd take a step back. Are those Riviera Court going to be alright? Without connections like Kleist, procuring stock must be a nightmare for them right now. But it's not as if I'm concerned about them or anything, you see. We'll show them our true abilities and crush them one day. That's when the microchip in his brain freaking went off. Things are still cheaper here. It's okay. You see, the thing is there's no ethical consumption or to capitalism, so even though Kleist & Co. is evil, we can still buy from them risk-free. I promise, it's okay. Just don't think about it. Why is this so bad? I mean, it's used for the upgrade at least. But I mean, that defense being that low, even with the speed, is a little... Oh, so we do get our bike back eventually. I am mad I bought a weapon upgrade for fee for no fucking reason, though. And we could still maybe try and make her work in that fight? I don't know. I do think you probably just go useless, and I still think magic's gonna be really hard to make work there, though. Just because of the stupid howl ability. I mean, we'll probably do it kind of the same way we did the plant monster, with like just try and split up. Or have like one big group of your casters and one group of someone who hopefully doesn't die instantly. Where's the Noble District? This way? Oh, I didn't go to the hotel. We should go back and do that. Full-scale war with Calvert. That's a wonderful opportunity for us. If you look back at our history, everybody nobles were the most noted for their military accomplishments. If we nobles rack up great deeds during the war, we can show the government what for. We may even see our family name restored to its past glory. My son came around to my line of thinking, so I had him sign up. He'll get it done. Yeah, alright, you little piece of fucking garbage. I know, at war, that's fine, as long as it's my son dying and not me. Contributing large sums to the war effort is what's in vogue in high society right now. Topics like so-and-so's family have contributed so many millions, or that family's not being outdone either. Strange trend, don't you think? I mean, until recently you couldn't go anywhere without hearing somebody trashing the government's policies. I became a trend in Heimdall with the declaration of war, too. Could be the influence of the curse, but it seems like that's not the only factor at play here. Probably got a good pals in the intelligence division to thank for that. Manipulating public opinion is kind of their thing. I had a feeling there's some kind of weird shit going on here. Sitting around here ain't gonna accomplish jack. Let's hurry up and get going. I don't know, I feel like that's a more compelling plot point if it actually is just the intelligence division, strong-arming people into donating and clamping down on discontent, rather than, you know, the curse is there as well. Like, we don't really know why the curse is there, because it's it's just kind of there. I don't know. We have to mention it every once in a while, even though we've actually established the story in such a way that the curse doesn't actually need to be in it whatsoever. There are those on the eastern side of the Empire who fled to Ordis in an effort to escape the chaos and damage of war. Perhaps it's a case of excessive worry, but not an unsound decision. Ordis is the city furthest from the fighting. The city is also home to Uno Naval Fortress, which houses the 3rd Armored Division. Their presence does indeed make one feel safe. There are those on the eastern side of the Empire who have fled to Ordis in an effort to escape the chaos and damage of war. Perhaps it's a case of excessive worry, but not an unsound decision. Ordis is the city furthest from the fighting. The city is also home to Juno Naval Fortress. Okay, I just keep reading her thing.
This is nice.
Welcome to Hotel Hortensia! In the past, we would host a great number of guests who had come to visit our lovely Ordis. Recently, though, our customer base has shifted towards the nobles who prefer to use our hotel for discussions and informational exchanges. These changes do leave me with some sadness, but these are the times we live in. Our establishment has recently seen a rise in guests who elect to use the premises to hold discussions. I must say, they all have such dark expressions. Probably because, you know, they have to do it in here, so they're harder to be surveyed. You still have yet to have covered the assets you lost in the Civil War, correct? How pitiful. To think such a supposedly great investor as yourself can't even manage this much. Who are you talking to, Richmond? Heard you lost half your assets in the ballot incident. For you to be talking like that, you have much more capital than I do, huh? Well, let's put aside such trite matters and look to the future. Naturally, that accursed national mobilization law has caused many of my operations to collapse. Let us join forces, Ken Richmond, just this one time. Very well, I'll offer you a fresh start. Let's wash away any quarrels you may have once had. If you and I join forces, we will feast on all the market has to offer. Yes, that we will. The Calvert crash 5 years ago proved to be lucrative, to the tune of over 100 million mira, if memory serves. And today is a celebration of our future successes and riches. Surely such an occasion calls for a bottle of special grade Stein Rose. As lavish as ever, eh? That's Count Gordy of the Croizon province. It seems he's decided to stop by Ordis. And to spend time with Count Richmond, a famous investor no less. That was an interesting conversation to witness. Right, the atmosphere makes me not want to get anywhere near them, though. Well, we did handle some requests back in our student days, but with things looking as they do, I think it's best to stay uninvolved. I do like the depiction that market crashes are actually good for rich people. I must say, Richmond, we may have our history, but I do consider you a top-class investor. Let's pool our abilities for this operation so they may both profit. Today we toast our alliance. Do you have any business with the Count? He should be out front in the conference area. I'm sure he'll be discussing another crooked get-rich scheme. How very like him. How very like him, I couldn't be less interested. Based? Just, get, you know, do what you gotta do, get that paycheck, girlie. According to the customers, Marquis Hyams was putting some distance between himself and the government, chalking up to the pride of the four great houses, not allowing him to work with them. Not allowing him to work with them. It's a little late for that, don't you agree? Could he perhaps be involved with that rumored Weissland army? Or may he be planning to just remain neutral the entire time? He is known to be a member of the moderate faction, after all. At any rate, this conversation has nothing to do with me. Why are you talking to a random stranger about it then? I don't know, it just kind of overcame me. But that's just speculation. A family has worked in the maritime transportation industry for generations, but sea voyages are no longer possible, nor is our ability to maintain our finances. My husband's running around everywhere asking contracts for whatever he can. I just hope that it all leads to something. It looks like my husband's headed to the cathedral at the moment to speak with Marcus Regan. I just hope that all this leads to something tangible. Alrighty. Okay, let's head back to the Noble District. Oh, I remember you now, yeah. I don't want to talk to the... Oliver? Hey, Oliver. It feels like Mama and Papa are always fighting lately. I keep telling them not to get along, but I keep telling them to get along, but they just keep ignoring me. Oh no, you have it wrong, Miss Bell. They're not fighting. That's just a special way Mommy's and Daddy show affection. I don't get it. Oh dear, I've only confused you, haven't I? You see, these are very difficult times. Your parents are under a lot of stress. How about we give them some space? Okay, I guess. That reminds me, where's the family with Luna and her dad? This must be Lord Galton's butler. Excuse me, can I bother you? How can I help you? Rena asked whether the letter from Riviera Court arrived. You must be talking about the letter received recently. Honestly, I cannot say I was thrilled of the contents of that letter. What did it say? Butler Oliver handed over a letter. How's this? This ain't a relocation notice, it's just business stuff. All it's in it is operating profits and the orders they made for after the move. That is correct. It seems it was addressed to a store called Gleison's Flower Shop. I do suppose anybody can be liable to make a mistake. Feels relatively rude to my master. He's been a patient for many years. We're really sorry. This is the right one. Well, thank you very much. I didn't think there would be another mistake. Yeah, maybe the florist is the permit then. It's possible Gleison's Flower Shop is on the North Street. Let's go take a look. So now this is like that package quest we had. Miss Bell's getting sharper by the day. Not much is gonna get past her. I must remain here and support her. But Miss Bell's growing up so fast, it makes you weep. All I can do is watch over her as she continues to grow. Mom and Papa have been cranky all day. I wonder if there's something I can do. Kick him in the shin. Ore mine on our land is going to be requisitioned, and they've been pestering me about handing over the grain stores too. The demands from the government get worse with every passing day. But I side with the Weissland army instead? No, the government must have spies on me already. What do you think I should do? Why are you asking me? What do you mean, why? You were right when I was trying to decide whether to side with Lord Bowder, remember? What are you talking about? You're the head of a noble house. Try acting like one for once. Yeah, but like we're married or something. Are we supposed to be like a united front? And that you tell me what to do? Why are you getting mad? I'm supposed to be the one leading the Galton family. You can't come to me for every little thing. You can't just look to others to solve all your problems. You just think for yourself. I mean, like, she's not wrong, but at the same time, you should definitely help him out. Wife got mad at me again. That's how it always is. And I really wanted to know what she thought about all this too. I can't do something that's difficult all on my own. What should I do now? Just I thought he'd learned at the Imperial Provincial Council. He's still the same as always. What does he think of relying on others to make decisions for him when he's supposed to be leading people? It's my duty as his wife to support him, not to make his decisions for him. He'd best not misunderstand that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you should just go to who's ever like best at doing the job, not just because he's like a dude. He should be the one making the decisions about a fault. Oh God! Oh shit! Go away.
Governor Regnitz.
Thank you for coming out to meet me, Major Rebelt. I appreciate you keeping an eye on things while I was away.
No, this is part of my duties, after all. Good work with the coastal inspection, sir.
Claire, I need you to keep talking. I was trying to drink some water. Sorry to hurry you, but I'd like to get right to it. Let's talk about the security detail. Understood. Why don't you fill me in as we walk? Anyone else notice how Claire was shaking her hips as she walked? Dad. Major Revelt. Even Major Claire's in Ordis? It isn't only the Imperial Defense Force, so the Railway Military Police as well. Just so we beat Claire's ass, if nothing else. Like, if I have to, like, listen to her at this point in the story, at least let me send her to the fucking Shadow Realm. If they're cooperating with the governor, we need to stay sharp. Right, and we have a duty to observe my dad's actions too. Let's stay on our guard while we gather information. Either way, hanging around here isn't exactly the best plan. Careful not to get too close. Yeah, maybe we should leave for now. Oh man, if
Who
I
would
get
have thought we should meet again so soon?
if I can send Claire and Angelica to the fucking Shadow Realm at the same time, oh man.
It would appear the Azure Chevalier was with them after all. Georg was indeed correct. I suppose I have little choice but to perform my duty as a knight. Will you be able to complete your quest? I'll be watching with great interest.
Who are you talking to? It does really make me wonder, how many scenes in this series are there where the camera pans up to reveal someone standing on a roof and says some ominous shit to nobody in particular? My brother got drafted. Father ordered me to help out with the family business in this place. I mean, you could do a supercut, it'd probably be 20 hours long. Like, that's probably like the majority of the scenes in the game, where it just like pans up to characters on a roof saying ominous shit. I've been so busy lately, I haven't even had any time to go see Marjorie. I just had to finish this work as quickly as I can and find some time to see her. Bro, give up. My brother got drafted. Father ordered me to help out the family business in his place. Contributed large sums to the war effort. It's what's in vogue in high society right now. I already talked to you. Don't talk to me, lady. Now I'm reduced to patrolling around Ordis. And ordered by the Imperial Defense Force, the nobles all glare at me. And there's the matter of those guests over in the mansion. Feels like drawing the short stick, but you gotta work with what you get, I guess. Hold on a sec, feel like I've seen you guys somewhere before. You sure nice to imagine things? Seriously, man, with my dashing good looks, I stand out everywhere I go. Dashing good looks? No, they've never been in a place like this. Those two really don't hold back, do they? You'd never think they were both wanted men. I'm glad to have them on our side, though. As their guest the guard was talking about. That is pretty interesting. We need to gather more intel. Can't believe my luck getting sent to patrol Ordis. How much longer until they transfer me back to Heimdall Military Police? I'll try and get in contact with Chief Warrant Officer Brighton. I remember him. Yeah, that's another one we haven't seen any hide nor hair of I like to work out and get real fucking strong, man. I don't remember his name, if I'm being honest. I went to the Kine to stay with the Bishop Robbins earlier. But those high and mighty Imperial Defense Force soldiers gave us a rather rude welcome. Just who do they think they are? It's like they've got those poor people in there under house arrest. Remember the clergy, I can't ignore their plight. There must be some way for me to comfort them. How about I bring them my special cookies? I'll go get them. I'll go every day starting today. Those smug soldiers won't know I'd hit them. Operation Cookie is a go! Sounds like something's up at the mansion. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna need more than that to go on. Let's take a look around. So yeah, I don't know who's actually gonna be there. Because, I mean, it could have been the characters that I thought were in like the branch campus library. That could have just been them reusing the assets from that area, and that could just be somewhere else completely entirely, and it just kind of looked like it because it's like a brief little like one-off scene where you see them there, other than the ones we saw that were clearly in Valflame Palace. But I think it was like Elise and Tio, right? Like they were in like that library from the branch campus dorms. Right now I'm meeting community leaders in various regions and touring nearby villages to hold mass for the people. We've seen families being torn apart by conscription and those unable to get by on wartime rations. Many are struggling. Taking Sister Sienna to the Cayenne estate may have been a mistake. The way she's acting, we need to make sure she doesn't cause any more trouble. Bringing Sister Sienna with me, it may have been a mistake. Hey yo, what up? Guy calling the shots at Ordis Cathedral. What's his name again? Archbishop Bramfelt? He's a generous old fella. He is indeed. His reputation is sterling. He was a friend of my father's too. You people talking about me? You're the instructor who visited us before. You seem a little tired. Why don't you rest your spell? You look as though you're carrying a heavy burden in your heart. I hope you can find some respite. If it makes you feel any better, the goddess will not fucking help you. Haha. Thank you, Your Grace. Should I assume that you know about the trouble we're all in? Little birdie may have told me a few things. It pays to have friends in the Congregation for the Sacraments. One of them in particular was a great help to me 2 years ago during the Civil War. 2 years ago during the Civil War? Reen, do you think he means... I do, he must be referring to Gaius' master, Barkhorn. He'd been with the Gralsritter a long time. It wouldn't be strange he was acquainted with the Archbishop. He was always traveling here and there, going checking on the spirit veins. Oh, I'm gonna miss him. He wouldn't want me to consume with grief. The church's mission is to save people, and he fulfilled his duty to the end. On that topic, I can tell you... Oh, it's duty to save people? Why do you hold out on life-saving medical technology for yourself? Oh, well, you see, and on that topic, I can tell you've all been working very hard, but I bid you take a moment to rest while you're here. Wow, you can see right through us, huh? Thank you, Archbishop. I'm glad to see you too, Muse. If you need anything, just let me know. We accept your kind offer. We could use a quick break. I've heard some of what you've done. Thus, I know the gist of your story. Aren't you, Ashen Chevalier? And about Muse as well. You must be carrying a heavy burden. I pray you can put those anxieties to rest, even for a short while. Now think about it, the curse seems to have less of a foothold here in the church. It may just be a temporary respite, but it might do you good to reflect and pray a while. That makes, like, no sense really, but whatever. Because, like, I mean, if you think about it. Okay, so if you say the church is protected due to, like, potential, like, goddess whatever nonsense. But, like, the Septurions come from the goddess's power as well. It's just, like, a corrupted version of it. You would think they wouldn't, like... You know, it's not like the Septurion or, like, the Great One's power is necessarily, like, evil, per se. It doesn't come... It comes directly from the goddess. It's just been, like, corrupted by people being kind of dicks. I guess? I don't know. The 4 archbishops of the Empire attended the funeral of Prince Oliver that was held at Heimdall Cathedral. After that, however, the meeting the head archbishop called to order seemed to be the main topic of conversation. I've heard the general picture. It beggars belief this would happen in our world. What a chaotic turn of events. Still, we of the church must remain abreast of the situation. Which just further kind of undercuts that the idea that the curse, like, corrupts people's minds, like, just doesn't... It just feels like such a... Like, I don't know, they keep making, like, excuses for it about how it's, like, actually not that big a deal, to the point of, like, why is it in the game, then? You know? Because the idea that, like, the two aspects of, like, Erebonia from back in the day, or the two different, like, societies that followed the Septurions, that they got so mad at each other that they were willing to wipe each other out, and that's how the Septurions got corrupted in the first place, already kind of, you know, shows that humanity's innately, like, corruptible and can be easily kind of controlled by their own emotions, like, negatively speaking. So it's like, you already have that in the game, but then why even add the curse to explain the war? Or, like, you can still have the curse exist on, like, a singular level, like, with Reen's, like, power and everything. Like, I can buy that. That, like, it can singularly affect and corrupt people. If you, like, implant what... I mean, they haven't really fully explained what it means to be a sacrifice or anything yet. Other than that it's implanted into you. I mean, you got to assume that it happened whenever Reen died. Or, you know, was stabbed in the heart. Then maybe that's, like, has to do with how they resurrect people. Is, it corrupts them, or, like, it makes them a sacrifice. So it would have been that Reen actually did die when he got stabbed in the heart, which kind of makes sense, but... Because, I mean, he was stabbed in the heart. Since the Navy took control, nautical trade has basically ground to a halt. Our family is going to be in dire... But then again, also, Ash got it implanted in him, and as far as we know, he never died. I mean, theoretically it could have happened and he doesn't remember it, but... It could have been that he wasn't really a survivor of Hamel, he just was like, you know, found afterwards and resurrected for some reason. I don't know, it seems a little far-fetched, but a lot of the story in this game is super far-fetched at this point. Our family is going to be in dire straits if this continues. Marcus Regan, you have earned the respect of many on the western coast. I am in need of your wisdom. I am honored that you would regard me so highly. Unfortunately, you misspoke, so I am going to ignore you now. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I suspect nautical trade will come to a halt for a fair while. Will it truly? But I gotta trade with all those other countries on the other continents that totally exist, even though we've never heard of them. The government is intervening in the West Coast trade by way of national mobilization law. Even the most cunning merchants will find their best efforts met with too much bureaucracy to make it worth the effort. I've even had to use my own wealth to support residents who have lost their jobs. I'm sorry, I can't help you more. Oh, thank you for trying. I just need some time to process. I see. Now I'll have to find some other way to support ourselves. Indeed, so anything else, just let me know, and I'll do what I can. Thank you, Marcus. I'm going to need to think a little bit more about what to do from here on. I think I'll go back to the hotel and talk it over with my wife. Because, I mean, it does make you think, like, who are they, like, trading with? I mean, I guess there's, like, you know, technically, probably, like, potentially, I mean, I guess not major towns, because all major cities would have been, you know, mentioned, right? Explicitly, due to, the 8 metropolis thing, and that we know what the 8 metropolises are. I mean, I guess you could kind of assume that there's, like, enough cities on this side to, make a naval trading business profitable. Because really, I mean, like, you're not really trading with anything. I mean, I don't really know exactly what the continent... I mean, like, I've seen the map like a while ago. I don't really remember it too much, but I don't remember to what degree, like, how the ocean and everything is past this point. But it is also just kind of brings up, like, the funny aspect of, like, you know, the idea that they always talk about the Zemurian continent, of course, seems to imply that there's knowledge of other continents, yet just nobody ever mentions them, because we haven't created them yet, like, on a meta story level. I mean, hell, we don't even necessarily know any of the countries on, like, all the countries on Zemuria, right? Because there's still just, like, you know, the East, which is, like, a big blob that hasn't been addressed too much, if at all. Heathcliff, I didn't think we'd be reunited with you so soon. Oh, there is a Mercedes in this game. Alright. Maybe that's why I thought Margarita was Mercedes. What was this important thing you wanted to discuss? Ah, yes, you see, the reason I had you come here today is to ask, Mercedes, will you abandon everything and travel to a new land with me to live a new life together? Wow, I was just talking about new lands and fucking Heathcliff comes in. It's like an invitation to paradise. Spending my life with you would be a dream come true. But I'm just not ready to choose a path that would cause my family pain. I know I'm a coward. Please forgive me. I understand. Please don't cry. I know your sweet nature better than anyone else. I shouldn't have put such pressure on you. I'm so sorry, Heathcliff. You have nothing to apologize for. I was being selfish. Now I think about it, I don't even have a boat, so I don't really know where I was thinking about going anyway. The thing I want most in this world is to see you smile. So please, lift your head up. I'm so sorry, Heathcliff. You have nothing to apologize for. I was being selfish. The thing I want most in this world is to see you smile. So please, lift your head up. Last week, a man at the Andrews house, our long-term rival, tried to have me pass a letter on to Lady Mercedes. I was going to ignore it, but I couldn't find it in myself to upset Lady Mercedes like that. Waited for the opportune moment when her busy father would not notice and reluctantly set up a meeting between them. He showed some real nerve to discuss elopement right in front of me. The Andrews family has been the enemy of my lady's house for generations. Normally sneaking out to meet in broad daylight would be unforgivable, but the letter said he had urgent business to discuss with Lady Mercedes. Such I had no choice but to arrange a meeting for them to solve the difficulties. I'm so sorry, Heathcliff. Nothing to apologize for. I was being selfish. The thing I want most in the world is to see you smile. Lift your head up. Okay, good luck with that. Ah, welcome back, Master. I hope your meeting with Count Floyd went well. Yes. What has my daughter been doing while I've been absent? Lady Charlotte has been, out with a friend. Which house is this friend from? I don't want to betray her, but I can't lie to the master. Her, friend is not of any noble house. He is a commoner. What? Charlotte has disobeyed me? I say I'm quite glad to see Lady Charlotte associated with commoners and learning about city life. The master does not look kindly on commoners. I am very sorry. How dare they not be born with a random arbitrary status because their great-great-great-great-grandfather did something cool once maybe. Lately, I haven't had time to speak with my daughter. I've been curious what she'd been doing lately, but... Charlotte, why did you disobey me? How many times have I told you not to associate with commoners? It's the Thor's Branch campus, folks. I'm so glad to see you return safely. I'm sorry if we made you worry. Speak for yourself. That includes you, Ash. Does that mean we can cut the small talk then? Yes, the master believes that what happened with Ash was all part of some plot too. Actually, there's something I'm dying to ask you. Is Lady Ferris alright? Do you know where she is? Well, I'm sorry. We haven't been able to get in contact with her. Oh, I see. Oh, Lady Ferris, please be safe. Hey, Dios, I beg you, bring her back home safely. You have to give us everything we've got. For me and Citron, Lady Ferris is the first person we were ever assigned to serve under. We've been together since long before she joined the military academy. I get very anxious when I think about what's going on. I've broken several plates today alone. I need to pull myself together. Indeed, I have to go off on an errand for the master. Can you see to things while I'm gone? Master Vincent is back too. If something urgent comes up, be sure to let him know. Alright, I'll hold down the proverbial fort in your absence. Incidentally, the regular update from our contact are far arrived, but... From, Serapha, correct? In that case, I don't imagine it'll be too urgent. Please relate to the master when he takes his dinner. Understood. That's the maid lady, right? I remember her. The master and Leon are both so busy, we have to make sure we're pitching in around here too. Unfortunately for us, Rennie is a walking disaster on dinnerware. Will she only be satisfied when all the plates are smashed? I know she's worried about my lady, but the job of a maid at times like these is to support the master of the house. I'm gonna have to speak to her again. I actually think it's like the clean shit, get paid, go away. Another petition from the petty nobles who are struggling. Clandestine deals made with the government have certainly had their effect, so many issues yet remain. Aren't you all, I know you. What are you doing in Ordis? It's been a while, Count. Sorry to surprise you. I'm simply working as a member of Thor's, nothing more. I see, so the Viceroy army has been left in the capable hands of the General. However, that does not change your position as a noble lady from one of the most important families of the Empire. If I could, I would take this opportunity to lodge a formal complaint or two regarding our current situation. If something tells me you have some wily plan in mind already, I feel it is my duty to remind you to act with care in times, though. Thank you, I feel safe leaving what happens next with you. Please help those nobles who don't have much standing. There's a heavy burden upon me, my lady. However, Marcus Regan and the others are also lending their aid. I will do what I can. I'm glad to hear it. I hope we meet again soon, your lordship. It'd be a terrific responsibility, but as time calls for it, we have to do what we can. Between being under huge pressure from the government and the whereabouts of my daughter Ferris being unknown, I have a fair amount on my mind. My eldest son Vincent is going around lending aid in as many areas as possible. I'll do whatever I can on behalf of the Florod family. Very cool, dude. Thanks for sharing. Come on. I gotta beat up Claire. Let me do it. There's no way we're getting into the Duke's mansion through the front door. Our RMP and Imperial Defense Force members patrolling. Let's leave it for now. Okay, I can't even talk to you guys. Can I go on the coastal road? The army will be keeping a close eye on the entrance and exits to the city. Be a problem if we were stopped again. Let's avoid heading out onto the roads. Cowards. Orvis Harbor District, something doesn't seem right. Man, look at all these container ships. Never seen places so busy. The Imperial Navy has been using Sheelan Bay as their base of operations for a while now. This must be Ordis send supplies to them before the war truly begins. Makes sense. Guess they're requisitioning stuff in the city ahead. From what I've heard, most of the resident ships are being held back. We're really starting to see the effect the national mobilization law is having on normal people's lives. Yeah, nationalism on the rise and the war feels closer than ever. Could be having other repercussions. Let's take a look around town. Oh, hey, perfect timing. Buddy of mine loaned me this book right before he got drafted. I'm in no mood to read it right now, though, so why don't you take it? Okay. Are you sure we can have this? Ah, yeah, man, it's like chapter 5. I didn't read the first 4, so I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. Why the hell do we sell books by the chapter in this country? Or this continent, really? It's kind of fucking weird. You sure want to go to someone who's actually going to read it? Well, alright, if you insist, thank you. It's not even like they're part of like a larger publication, like a serialized thing. They're just like standalone chapters that you buy. When I was on the land, I used to read the Imperial Chronicle at Miranda's Tavern. Now they left the cargo shipping the Imperial Navy assembled at the Naval Fortress. The tankers kept coming, so I have no time to waste at the tavern anymore. I'm being worked on my feet, damn it. So much work, I don't have time to read the Imperial Chronicle. Did the new issue come out? I gotta finish my work so I can buy a copy. We do cargo shipping for the Navy now. Our shipping work has tripled. It also means my muscles are reaching the peak of their awesomeness. What lies beyond my limits, a new dimension of muscle. That's what. Just you wait, world. I'll show you a whole new level of muscle power. Bro, you're not, like, that built. I can feel it. I can feel it. All this cargo moving is moving my muscles along too. Just you wait, world. I'll show you a whole new level of muscle power. I'll be able to lift that whole damn ship above my head. For the lighthouse reconstruction?
Plenty of fish to catch here.
Machias, why do you have a mouth that is able to make words?
Got a bite. Nice.
Reen, why have you done this to me? Reen!
Not bad at all.
Okay, we'll do like one more.
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
Oh my god, it's a freaking big crab!
Not bad at all.
Bro, I've already found one of those, Reen. Alright, one more.
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
Oh my god, he's so freaking spiky, man. Have we caught one of you already? I think we have.
I got it.
Sure. I've never seen cargo this big before. I don't know much about war, but all out war between countries requires a lot of resources, right? We want to win the war, we're going to have to give it all we've got. Hey, that's my catchphrase. Until recently, I couldn't stand those nobles who were so proud and elitist. However, now all my hatred is focused on Calvert. All of us here are people of Erebonio. We have to stand together to face Calvert. Until recently, I couldn't stand those nobles. I've never seen a tanker so big. Big ships are awesome, don't you agree? There's so much that needs to be shipped because of the war. Shouldn't get so excited though, that would be kind of inappropriate, so we still haven't seen what a frickin' warship looks like. All my pals have gotten drafted one by one. It's really dull around here. Once they're trained up at the Naval Fortress, most are sent to the Navy. Navy stationed at Sheelan Bay while they reform their units. It seems restocking supplies is urgent. First and Second Naval Fleets and the Imperial Marine Corps have met up and are planning to attack Calvert by going through Tenth Bay. These mean nothing to me. At any rate, I've been hoping I wouldn't get drafted. I mean, I guess it must be able to like go. It seems like a fucking long ass journey though. Well, I mean, Liberal's not that big, so maybe it's kind of hard to like visualize. But yeah, I guess maybe if it's like right here, I don't know. But it does seem like you're like freaking sailing all the way around the freaking continent to hit them on their far side. It doesn't seem like the best plan of attack. It doesn't seem like there'd be much reason to even have like an offensive navy for Airbonia, because I mean, nothing's over here, basically. But I guess if you can, you know, kind of more cut under, I don't know, it's hard to visualize. But I mean, Liberal's not that big, so maybe it is just all ocean down there. I can't really remember. If Liberal boarded the ocean or not. I mean, I guess, maybe. I mean, Ruam was all watery, but I can't remember if that was actually, like, the ocean. I guess so. Damn, I can't find it anywhere. The eldest son of the Fluoride family asked me to inspect this luggage. Hope that everything is going to be okay for the guys at Riviera Court for the move. The eldest son of the Fluoride family asked me to inspect this luggage. Hope that everything's going to be okay. Hello. What the Ash? What are you doing out here? Quick, get going for the soldier seat, man. I'll buy you time. You could have told me such an idiot. I can take care of myself. I'm worried about you. You still overreaching, hanging around with that noble chick? Hey, man, I'm not overreaching. Charlotte and me are just friends, man. We just have to meet in secret is all. If we could become more than friends, that'd be nice, but, where you going, girl spawn? You doing what you think is right, man. I'm rooting for you. Lately, I've been spending time with this noble girl, Charlotte. She started working at this place right near me, and we have to get together whenever we have some time off. We're, you know, really hitting it off, you know? Aren't you 11? Well, like, yeah, man, but I gotta get started sometime, I guess. Oh, it's you guys. You're the Thor's branch campus students who helped me out before. Hello, you remembered us. Yeah, what we do again? Inspect some ships or something? That's it. Lots happened since then. Feels like an age away. Harbor's under the jurisdiction of the government now. All we get coming through nowadays are Navy boats and the like. Also, aren't you guys war criminals? There are restrictions on regular boats, and our usual work is completely tailed off. Instead, we have a lot of cargo work. I see. It looks like you're being kept really busy. Navy never gives us any explanation. They just throw all this work at us, and it makes my head spin. But Casper, Casper, made us some documentation and really eased up the cargo work. I don't really remember who he is. I just remember his name. I'm not used to it, but I'm getting there. Casper. Things seem tough at the Port Authority, but he's working hard. Oh yeah, he was the swimming club guy. Yeah. And they actually did mention him earlier, that he's working at Ordis now. So I think he lived out here. I don't know if they ever specified Ordis exactly, but they just said his family lived out to the west. I'm in charge of managing the cargo handling. I know that I have to just do my best, but I want to get back to my old job managing the harbor. Can I talk to you? Never seen cargo's big before. Don't know much about war, but all out war. If we're gonna win the war, I can just keep on saying war. Can I talk to you? When Governor Regnitz first arrived in Ordis, there was some opposition against his appointment. Ordis has always been a city where noble influence runs strong, so that kind of response is expected. Governor Regnitz tried to advance proposals that have stagnated due to the conflicts between nobles. He's negotiated with the stubborn Imperial Navy and bridged the gap with the harbor management, and for the benefit of Ordis. There are very few people who doubt the governor's ability to oppose him now. Governor Regnitz is the trust of the people of Ordis. Knew my dad would be okay. It's up to us to keep pushing forward. Okay, we will, we can go ahead and go into the tavern. I do also like this, how they're blocking the entrance. With, like, the box, kind of. I mean, it's also locked, but it kind of seems like the box is there to block the entrance until we finish that side quest. It's like some Pokemon shit. Like, oh no, you can't go through here. We're, like, really busy doing stuff. But as soon as you fight the gym, we'll magically go away. We're clowns dancing for no reason. Haha. When you want to dig up dirt, there's no better place to go than the local watering hole. Glad to see someone knows what's up. Wait, how and why are you agreeing with him about that? Gonna have a long talk about underage drinking later, Ash? Bro, I shot the fucking Emperor and you guys all were like, whatever. Oh no, the appearance of impropriety. Sure is lively. Somebody here's got to know something useful. Like, honestly, they give Ash more shit for talking about drinking than Crow gets for ordering the attack on Grelia Fortress that killed dozens of people. What is wrong with you? Sure is lively. Somebody's here's got to know something useful. Instructor, look! There. See, we got Altina. So that's good. Class 7, and is
Pretty
that...
crazy place for a reunion, huh? Looking sharp, Instructor Reen. Class 7? Glad you're all okay. What brings you to Ordis anyway? If you guys are planning on starting something, I want in.
Maybe a little overthrowing the local government? Making Reen the Lord of Ordis? I don't know. Why not? Just slurp of everybody's souls? Like he did for, Ordine? I heard you were in town, but damn, didn't expect to run into you in a place like this. Were you here the whole time? Yeah, I had my eyes on me since I arrived, though, so I haven't been able to do a lot. I really wanted in on that fight over in Ulster, too. I do recall hearing something about you wanting to go, but being unable to. Yeah, this is the thought that counts. Your safety comes first. We wouldn't have wanted to put you in unnecessary danger. It is really good to see you again. Aw, Allie, I feel the same. Good for you, Altina. Instructor Reen, I'm so glad you're okay. Did you come here to ask about those rumors? That's right, it's why you met up with little Nora, isn't it? Have you found out anything about the people being held here in Ordis? Sure have. At this point, it's only rumors, though. But if they're right, Instructor Toa is one of them. Pog! Toa. So that's probably why we had to bring Crow. Other than just him being like a new party member. But I mean, I guess he has some connection with Ordis, right? Because he didn't really grow up in Ordis, but he spent a lot of time here, right? Someone matching her description was seen at Raquel Station. The info said the IDF took a short girl in a white uniform to the mansion. It's almost certain it's her. Instructor Toa's at the mansion, huh? Oh man, trust had to be mixed up in this. Sometimes I wonder if fate has it out for me. Looks like I got another reason not to run from this fight. Thanks for your help, Lenore. You too, Maya. You can leave the rest to... Wait, we can do more than that. We're better than Machias. We can replace him. Yeah, I'm sure we can find a hole in their surveillance. We'll do what we can. Why does Class 7 get to do everything? Let Combat Tactics show you what we've got. Too. You sure talk big, huh? Thank you. We'll be glad to have you on board. It's times like this we need to come together in the name of Thors. Agreed. Hell yeah! I mean, cool. They had Instructor Randy as their teacher. They had Instructor Randy as their teacher. Not Reen. Randy. Who doesn't fucking miss. Alright? The only female member of Combat Tactics we're missing is Jessica. I do have to wonder where she is now. I haven't heard anything from Wayne. Wayne, that's his name. Either. No use worrying about them. That's tough. They can take care of themselves. Ash does have a point. You may be right, but that doesn't make things any easier. I guess the best thing we can do for now is just focus on the task at hand. Sorry, we'll go ahead and call it here, and we'll finish talking to everybody in the tavern next time, and head over to wherever Muse lives. I guess the residential district. I don't remember what exactly it's called. Is it called anything? I guess it's not in our thing yet since we haven't gone there. But yeah, we will do that next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.